And I believe Professor Oy has a few remarks.
Worcester Polytechnic Institute is an entrepreneurial venture. Its founders recognized a problem, identified it as an opportunity, and created a solution. Now, fast forward with me to 1991. I had just been appointed the editor of a scholarly journal that had just changed its name. It had just become the Entrepreneurship Theory and Practice Journal. And it was taking a chance with that name, that the notion of theory and practice was unusual for journals. They were just meant to be theory-based research, theory testing for other academics to read. We put in our mission that in order to be published in that journal, you had to talk to practitioners. You had to say something about what they could use from your research. We thought we were doing something new and special, and we're proud of the accomplishments of that journal because today it's ranked in the top 10 journals of business journals according to Financial Times. But we weren't new. Lehr und Kunst, the motto of WPI from the 1860s. Theory and practice. Now I'm going to move you to 1979. In 1979, I joined the faculty of the University of Georgia, where we had introduced a sequence of courses in entrepreneurship. There were only about 20 universities in the United States at that time that had courses that had entrepreneurship in the title. And we had a sequence. We were introducing it to our students, inviting non-business majors to enroll in our courses. Again, something we felt was new and different. Now I take you back to the 1960s. Hope you're not getting dizzy from this time travel. The 1960s, WPI embarked on a process that resulted in the WPI plan. If you look at that plan, you see the words, entrepreneurship, innovative. We weren't as new as we thought in 1979. WPI had preceded us. Quite candidly, I didn't know a lot about WPI when I became dean at the University of Texas at El Paso. But my longtime friend, Mac Banks, in the 1990s, joined WPI. I'd known Mac since his doctoral student days and had followed his career and his accomplishments with interest and excitement. And he made this move, and I was wondering, Mac, what are you thinking? Why is a good Southern boy going north? And he told me, there's something special here. They're doing special things at this school. They're doing things that other universities are not doing. There's an opportunity here. And Mac kept me posted over the years. And he brought a lot of attention to WPI, working with the faculty and the administration here. And when he contacted me then in 2008 and told me about this newly endowed professorship and said, Frank, you've got to come and take a look, my response was, I'm not going north. I'm in my hometown. I'm at my alma mater. I'm staying here. This is my destiny to be in El Paso. Mac said, you got to come. Well, out of friendship, I did. A year ago, I visited WPI for the first time. And it was an incredible, literally life-changing experience, as you all can see today. I found things here that I didn't know universities could do. And I found attitudes here that were startling and impressive and exciting. And when I got a chance to meet President Berkey and Provost Orr and hear their visions for the future of this institution, I felt this is a place where I was meant to be. And the deal was closed before I left Boston by the final person that I met with, and that was Paul Beswick. There are a lot of donors to universities all across the United States. Quite candidly, I wouldn't necessarily want my name connected with every one of those donors. But when I met Paul, I knew that this person embodied what entrepreneurship is all about, what the notion of innovation is all about, and the integrity of building something and creating something and making it better for others. That's what I saw in Paul Beswick. And it changed my view about leaving Texas, a sixth-generation Texan, and coming to Massachusetts to fulfill what has turned out to truly be my destiny. I've arrived here. Everything has met or exceeded expectations. I hear in President Berkey's speeches the words entrepreneurship and innovation coming up with considerable frequency. They've created an innovation team here so that WPI can continue to reinvent itself and become further an entrepreneurial organization, and have given me the pleasure of serving on that innovation team. And lo and behold, Mac Bank's leadership has continued to have an effect, and this year, as you all know, we've surpassed UCLA, we've surpassed Cal Berkeley, we have surpassed every university in the United States as #1 in the part-time MBA program. Mac, thank you so much. And I thank all of you, because I am truly honored to have been selected the inaugural Paul R. Beswick Professor of Innovation and Entrepreneurship.
Thank you very much. We'd now like to present a citation to Paul Beswick. Would Paul and President Berkey stand? The citation reads as follows. Paul R. Beswick, class of '57, true friend of WPI, with deep gratitude, Worcester Polytechnic Institute recognizes your extraordinary generosity and your splendid support for excellence in teaching, research, and scholarship at WPI, reflected in your establishment of the Paul R. Beswick Professorship in Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Established in 2007 through the generosity of you and your wife, SK, the professorship enables the university to recognize a world-class educator for its Department of Management and Collaborative for Entrepreneurship and Innovation.